Heeding the words of the dying crow, you have come home to Noble Court, where you hope to find the truth that has eluded you for so long. In the town of Still Snow, Primrose got her first taste of revenge. There, she struck down the left wing of the crow, driving the dagger engraved with her family's words into his breast. Faith shall be your shield. The words had served her well. Now two remained, the man with the mark on his right arm, and the foulest bird of all, the one with the mark on his neck. Go home to Noble Court, she was told. There you will find the truth you seek, but will this truth bring her peace or further pain? And so, after many years, Primrose has come home.
Oh my.
How long has it been? When I left, I thought I would never return to this place. The crow said I would find the truth here. But what truth was he speaking of? 2 more men bearing the mark of that foul bird. My search continues here. Look, that young lady. Isn't that not Lady Primrose?
No.
You're seeing things, friend. House Izahard is nothing but a memory now. Right, of course. No need to drag up old ghosts. There's plenty of enough going on in the present. Just look. I wonder what's going on. What's happening over there? I wonder what indeed is happening over there. Uh-oh. Darling, please open your eyes. No, say it's not so. Crying shame, that. And just as his business was starting to take off.
Just so.
Rumor has it he voices displeasure with the lordship a bit too loudly, if you catch my meaning. That's why I keep my mouth shut, lest I end up dead in the street like that poor sod.
What?
A murder in Noble Court of all places?
But...
When I was young, Father and the City Watch saw that hardly a crime was committed here. What has become of this place since I left? Move out of the way, you slack-jawed fools. We are here by express order of his lordship to inspect the scene. Now clear out, lest we toss you in the gallow for impeding the investigation.
How can that...
The lordship's own guardsmen are investigating the crime? Where is the City Watch? What's your question, Stuffy? I know that man. He's one of my father's trusted friends. Ravello Forsyth, Lieutenant Commander of the City Watch. At least he used to be. Okay. Oh. Oh, go. I just saw what Stuffy said. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh. Oh. Thank you, Pebbles. How are you, Pebbles? It's good to see you, Mr. Peps. Well, I'll talk to you later about that, Stuffy, because I have ideas for what I want to do. And my... Oh god, it was being weird. Really? Really? Gotta love when my Elgato doesn't want to work. I appreciate that, man. I really do. I really, really do, honestly. Thank you. Yeah, I'll talk to you later about it, Stuffy, about what I'm gonna do with it. I'll talk to you later about it. So he was spared the wrath of the crows, at least. Oh. A raven from Still Snow, sir. I fear the tidings are ill. Master Rufus is, Oh. So the left wing has been clipped. It was that Azelhart girl that did the deed, you say. So she still lives after all. Guess we'll have to do something about that. Mark my words, the Azelhart line ends here. I don't like these crow people. They're very rude.
Could it be?
Lady Primrose? Is it you, Lady Primrose?
Impossible.
I know that voice. From a lifetime ago.
Primrose.
Do mine eyes see true? You have grown lovelier than I could have ever dreamed, Lady Primrose.
Simeon.
Where have you been all these years? Not here, that's for certain. You know, I always wanted to run fast and far as I could from this stuffy old town. So I set on a journey across the realm. And yet, no matter how far I traveled, I could not escape from the pain of losing you.
Of course.
These days I make a living as a playwright of sorts. I pen dramas and tragedies for the stage. You always did have a way with words. Yeah, I probably might need floor time. Maybe. I swore I would never return to this place. Then one day I felt an odd yearning. And no sooner do I arrive than I am reunited with you. Fate is a mysterious thing, is it not?
Primrose.
But enough about me. Where have you been all these years, my love? What do I even tell him? It's not a thing I can say without sullying his memories of me forever.
I'm sorry.
My apologies. That was too forward of me. You needn't say a thing. Besides, I can imagine all too well without hearing a word. Life has not been kind to you, and though you have grown all the more beautiful through the hardships you no doubt suffered. It still pains me that you had to suffer them. Is an issue with the B550 chipset on the motherboard. It's normal with Ryzen and Windows 11. Nah, that's kind of annoying. That's rather annoying a bit. But how are you, Shockwave? Good to see you, man. Simeon's gentle words stirred something in Primrose, a feeling she had not felt in many years. For the first time in what seemed like forever, she felt somewhere deep in her heart a measure of peace. It's why I have an internal Elgato. Oh, I didn't even know they made internal Elgatos. I didn't even know that. He's too kind to me. He always was. Wait, what are you two doing loitering about? Looks like a spot of trouble, just as I just soon avoid. Come on, lady. Let's find somewhere we can chat in private.
Seeing you again, it brings back so many memories. Memories of my childhood days in this town.
Yeah, I didn't even know they made internal Elgatos, to be completely honest.
I understand why my father was so strict with me. I was always running off to the gardens for a good cry.
And that was where I would find you. And find an excuse to shirk my duties as gardener's apprentice. I wanted nothing more than to spend time with you. To be a part of your world.
Why do I feel like he's the final crow?
Little lady, why do you cry so?
Makes it that there is no random desync of sound and video.
We couldn't help but be drawn to one another. Like the bees, drawn to the nectar of the fragrant blooms.
You know how much they are, Shockwave? And if I could actually add an internal one into my system or no? I'm curious.
You were always penning poems for me. Your words, your songs, gave me comfort and solace. In the darkest days after I lost Father, you would sing them for me over and over.
To tell the truth, Primrose, I left this town to search for you. I tried so many times to forget you, to accept that you were gone. Yet time and again, I found myself reciting the poems I had written you. Can you forgive me, Primrose?
There is nothing to forgive. It was all so very long ago. I too have moved on from those days. I have found my own reason to go on.
Too much unless you can find an XC60 Pro. Gotcha. Makes sense.
And when the moon waxes full and bright in dark heaven, and stars glitter worlds away from earthly sorrow, would that sleep hold you in her soft embrace? Then shall my eyes close, lips open in prayer, for it is only in dreams that we may meet again.
Simeon.
And then there was silence. In that moment, there was nothing that words could convey. Discontinuing the tree hunt, Jesus.
Lady Primrose, I intend to remain in town for some time yet. I still have not forgiven myself, knowing that I could not do more for you. It tortures me to this day. If there is any way at all, in which I can be of service to you, my lady, you need only say the word.
Thank you, Simeon.
I have a feeling he's the final crow.
Enough distractions. I must find the men marked by the crow. But where to begin?
I'm pretty certain that Simeon is the final crow. It's the only thing that makes sense.
A moment of your time.
May I be so bold as to pry? Huh? That man is very important to you, is he not? Why do you say that? 'Tis conjecture based on how you both look at each other. Had you not chosen to live your life the way you do, I wonder if you can stop right there, Professor. How I live my life is my affair, not yours. Yes, quite. I do apologize. I best be careful around him. He's sharper than he looks. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. So this is where you were born and raised. It is. Though much has changed in the last 10 years. The people, the town. It seems like this lord we've been told about has a lot to do with that. Yes, and none of the changes have been for the better. This was a happier place when I knew it. It was peaceful and prosperous. My father was a strict man, but he was respected and loved by the people. I would very much like to see your town as it once was. If only I could have shown it to you. How proud I was of where we lived. Oh, Primrose. Oh, there's the guy that's the former commander. Farewell, Joffrey. I will return. What? Are my eyes to be believed?
How could this...
My lady, you are Joffrey's... It has been far too long, Master Forsyth.
Lady Primrose?
Too long indeed. We all knew you would grow to be a great beauty, but even still, I feel as though I'm standing before a vision from the heavens. It brings me great joy to know you are well, my Lady Primrose. As it does me to see you hale and hearty, Master Forsyth.
Thank the gods.
Age has stooped my back and blurred my eyes, but just seeing you before me, I thank the gods for blessing me with long life. You flatter me overmuch, my good sir. I was paying Joffrey a visit as I do from time to time. You should do the same, Lady Primrose. Let your father bask in your beauty as well.
No.
I cannot face father, not yet. Before that, there is something I must do. I'm sorry to hear that, my lady. But where have you kept yourself all these years? There are many here who would have been more than happy to take you in.
The truth.
I've been on a journey of sorts, if you must know the truth. Flashback.
I'm sorry.
Forgive me, I had no idea you suffered through such dark days. You did well to endure and return to us, Lady Primrose.
Actually...
I endured only because I must. I learned the truth behind Father's death. And I have my revenge upon the bastards who took him from me. Master Forsyth, is there nothing you can tell me? There was a time when I too spared no effort in trying to unravel the secrets behind Lord Joffrey's murder. But in the end, I was left wishing I never had. My lady, I urge you to tread lightly. This business will be the death of you if you do not watch your back. I am ready for whatever may come.
I know what I must do.
Very well. Come with me, and I will tell you what I know. What does he know?
Oh!
I'm back, Anna.
Oh?
I was wondering what was keeping you, dear. Pray tell, who is this beauty you've brought with you?
It's not possible.
Primrose? Wait, but I never... And so beautiful of a woman grown. Pinch me, dear, I must be dreaming. I thought the same myself. Now, what say we share a cup of tea? And so, from that dark day onward, the balance of power here in Noble Court shifted, and shifted dramatically. Under Lord Joffrey's stewardship, House Azahart was the most prominent in all the great families. Working closely with the City Watch, he took it upon himself to uphold the peace and keep the people happy. Crime of any sort was nigh unheard of. Oh, what happy days those were. Though those with a want won't do ill deeds might have thought a bit stifling. But it matters little. Those times of peace and security are all but a dream now. In the chaos and disorder that followed, and the fall of House Azahart, a group of men seized power. They call themselves the Obsidians. They began their operation peddling illicit tinctures back when your father still lived. Working in the shadows just out of sight of Joffrey's watchful eye, they made one shady deal after the next, filling their coffers and making powerful friends. Swayed by the influence of their coin, countless once lawful men cast their lot with these villains, and the ones that didn't Captain Albus commanded the City Watch in those days. Maybe you remember him? He was Lord Joffrey's right hand and the most just and honorable man I've had the privilege to know. Unfortunately, his code of honor put him at odds with the Obsidians, so they took action. Murdered like my father.
And then...
Absent his leadership, the City Watch collapsed, and the Obsidians seized power with the greatest of ease. I spent years trying to follow the trail of corruption, find out who led it, find where the blood money flowed. In the end, I found that I was up against an opponent too evil. I have faced innumerable threats in my own life. 2 of my cohorts from the Watch, who worked tirelessly to help me track down the truth, were murdered in cold blood. Honor and justice are long dead here, never to return. I am an old man now, and I grow weary of this battle. I am but a minor landowner with no influence to speak of. All I can do is bring flowers to Joffrey's grave.
Lady Primrose?
There is nothing I can do for him or for you, so I beg of you, Lady Primrose, leave this place. Trust me, my lady, if your father were here, he would say the same thing. I beg to differ, Master Forsyth. Were my father here, this is what he would say.
Faith shall be your shield.
Mayhap you're right. Mayhap I have only twisted my memories of Joffrey to ease my regret at my own cowardice. Forgive me, my lady, I do you a dishonor.
Now then.
I know where the Obsidians make their headquarters in town. I will take you there. We're gonna get our town back, baby.
Lady Primrose.
I will wait for you here, my lady. Pray tell me whenever you are ready to depart. Oh, be ready. We ready. Oh, I heard cat. I heard cat. Time for some breaking and entering. Indeed. Think you can pull it off? Therian. It does not matter if I can or not. The fact is, I must. The thought about giving up more than once, I wondered what sort of life I could have lived if I had chosen a different path. But each time I do, I can't imagine what the future would look like. This is all I know. If you say so. So if you're trying to talk me out of avenging my father, that's not it. I'm just saying how easy it is to screw things up if you don't stay calm. So don't go losing your head in there, okay? I'll stay calm. I remember that. Thank you. Nah. I was hoping to be able to pickpocket. Wait, can I pickpocket you? What do you have? Oh, thanks. Thanks for the plum. I did not do anything with you? Thanks for the grapes, my friend. I didn't do anything with you. Ooh, sweet. Thieving tips and tricks, thank you very much. I'm gonna steal from small child. I am not gonna steal from small child. Take that at least. Easy cat. Alright. Yeah, we're good to go. I just don't know why my Elgato keeps going in and out. It's been good for like a week and now it's having issues. This is the den of the Obsidians. You have my gratitude. I cannot guarantee your safety should you choose to go forward, my lady.
I owe you a debt.
Nor would I ask you to.
Lady Primrose?
You mean to avenge Joffrey's death, do you not?
I'll do what I must.
It's been my sole reason for living all these years. Very well. In that case, pray allow this old man to accompany you. There was a time when I too vowed I would see justice served. For so long I abandoned hope and I lost my way. But reuniting with you has lit a path before me anew, as if the light of flame shined upon us. I realize now that for all that I have learned over the years, I still know nothing of true bravery.
So then,
Master Forsyth,
I beg of you.
if your faith would be your shield, Lady Primrose, let me be the sword at your side. I mean, yeah, it is a couple years old, so you know, maybe it's starting to have issues, maybe. Sir. Lady Azelheart comes calling.
Oh?
Does she now? How thoughtful of her to save me the trouble of hunting her down myself. It's all playing out just as the boss said. Which reminds me, wasn't he supposed to be joining us?
Yeah.
On that matter, sir, I'm afraid there's been a slight change of plans. He left a message. It appears there are some preparations he would see to first. That's our boss. Always had a flair for the dramatic. No doubt he's preparing a welcome party of his own. My Lady Azelheart. 'Tis a pity you will not live to see it. For the right wing will snuff the life out of you right here.
Are you ready?